Hello, everyone. Welcome to my new moon reading. This is Koi from Way of Gratitude. May your light shining within you see my light shining within me. Um, if you don't know me already, I am the light bright that shines light on creativity and wellness. And I like to talk about creativity, cards, and chakras. No, but seriously, on a serious note, I do like doing tarot cards, really speaking on what creativity, how it just soothes your soul, and how to tap into your intuition to really trust your creative energy and create instead of consuming so much, right? So, if you don't know me already too, I'm a moon child. I like to talk about things that we need to um, tune into when the new moon comes and when the full moon comes. There's a lot of things that we need to be open to. There's a lot of things that we need to end at those times, those important times. These things can help us with the ebbs and flows, just like the moon helps the ocean rise and fall, right? So this is my pick a card reading. We're going to talk about things that, what is our soul really trying to help us see and connect with, what we really need to be open to, as well as how can we really focus and ground something and manifest something within this season, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Is this in? No. All right. I'm getting my stuff together, y'all. We have pile 1. Okay, we have pile 2 and we have pile 3. I'm going to just do a quick exercise that I just want to do a breathing exercise to really just help us hone in and tune into ourselves. So we're just going to do 3 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. And if you would like to, you can start, you can pause this video when you're checking these card picks, but I just want you to kind of just tune into yourself as we do this. This is a new moon in Leo, which is big energy, big fiery energy, and I'm pretty sure you've been feeling it. And whatever guided you here, I'm sure you're going to get this message. This breathing exercise will help you pick which one, if not all, to really tune in and be open to receive any bits and pieces of the message, if not the whole thing. So let me stop chomping my chops and let's get to it. All right, y'all. Breathe in through your nose and exhale out through the mouth. Breathe in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Tune into your body and just focus on relaxing your body. Slow your breath and tune into what you feel. And now you can slowly open your eyes. If you haven't picked your pile yet, please do. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll see you over in the reading, okay? Okay. All right, my lovelies, this is pile 1. Let's start here. We do have another message that is, let me see if I can hide that. I hope you guys didn't see that. Can I angle this a different way here? Okay. Yes, that's better. So we're going to talk about this. First, we're going to talk about more into this, all right? So what is this overall energy here? Create moments for yourself that make you happy. This is a message from the heart here. Growth mindset. There's really an overall need for you to really tune into the heart at this moment in time right now for this new moon and really focus on what you're creating. If you're not already creating something now, there's something that you will be creating and it's going to give you a lot of fulfillment. But you need a lot of focus right now, all right? Let's see these tarot cards, okay? Wow, 2 6s already. Okay. See if I can make this go up like that. Is this in line? Yes. All right, let's begin. So right here, this card is representing what's really speaking to your soul right now. And again, you're learning how to give and take here. This card is talking about Six of Sacred Circles. It's in reverence to the Six of Pentacles, but I really don't read these cards like this. These cards are telling me so much information. And I'm picking up, there's a lot of information. There was a lot of back and forth decisions that you had to make with people, with yourself, and really focusing on alignment here. As I'm seeing this is reminding me of chakras, whether this is the sun or the moon. It's kind of looking like the moon, the full moon. I do think that this full moon in Aquarius really kind of shook you up at knowing what things don't align with you, knowing what things do, because this is the thing here. We can receive energy, right? We can receive gifts that feel like things may not align. We can give back to people that don't have really good intentions. And then on the flip side, you're trying to align with what works best for you. And the only way that you can do that is really understanding your peace, finding a peaceful place, finding more wisdom within you. And I feel that your soul has been telling you some things of trying to balance out, balance out the people and places that you've been in, and really take notice to see what are they giving to you? What are you giving to them? Is it equal? Is it not equal? What is aligned with your true intentions here? That's definitely what I feel like your soul is trying to make you see here, because I think there's just been a lot of pacing back and forth. Like, what is it that I want? How can I feel happy? I give to these people from the heart. They don't accept things. I receive things and I don't like this, I just don't like it anymore. And I think here, moving to what you need to be open to right now, is there's a lot of learning. I'm hearing alchemy. It's kind of like the student teacher. It's kind of like the student teacher thing. Again, the circles. What are you giving and what are you taking from other people? As in, I really don't want to use that word take. What are you giving and receiving? Because just like the teacher, many times teachers, and I was just having this conversation the other day with somebody, the best teacher is a teacher that is still open to learn from their student. The student shows up when the teacher is ready and vice versa. The teacher shows up when the student is ready. And I think there's something that you've recognized probably from the full moon, because there's two full moons here that just passed, that kind of made you look at some type of inner child healing, or just notice something when you were a lot younger that you kind of may have been holding on to, and may have been investing in different people or places, your time and your energy, that really wasn't best for where you're trying to go. Like, you notice again how I kept saying like these footprints, right? It's like you keep coming back here. You keep coming back, and it's like almost, it doesn't look like circles, but it's just a lot of trial and error and whatnot. And whether this was your higher self, whether this was a teacher that you met, but you can sometimes learn lessons from even a TV show, but Spirit led you somewhere that acknowledged something from the past when you were younger that didn't make sense. And it really kind of stole your joy in some way. And this teacher is kind of telling you certain things about yourself, that ways you can transform that energy. For some, there's just this inkling, this intuitive message that came through and allowed you to understand that, like, hey, I don't want to invest my happiness in these things or these people or these places. I want to invest it in me. How can I transform that energy from feeling like a victim and really standing tall like a victor? Also, just like what are some other ways that I can feel like I can make myself happy, and stop investing in other people, this give and take thing. Also, how can you ground this, right? By making yourself, filling your own cup. This is definitely something. We're going to get a little bit deeper into this. Let's pull this card out here. This card is talking about focus, which is the South. And in the medicine wheel, with my indigenous people, I believe the South does talk about inner child. I definitely feel like there's things from the past. I'm just thinking of South Node in astrology. That's, karma, but it's also things that make you comfortable, things that may be holding you back from growing, things that you've already done, already mastered or whatnot, and you're trying to move forward into your northern star. So let me just read this. Life is divine dance to the music we hear and make. Fast, erratic drum beats segue to soothing, erotic darkness with the bells. Stop and listen to the music, not to the ear, but to the heart. The practice of the true musician. How does your heart describe you as its host? Are you a true dreamer whose light shines through the weaving of existence, or are you a magnificent wild horse teetering through the merry-go-round, back and forth, like I was saying, y'all? Be your heart and let it tell you who you are. Waves of music linger and echoes around you. Mount your wind horse and gallop from the heart through the arms and the fingers, beyond all teethers, into the freedom of creation. Heed the eagle's call to the wild creation. This is all about, and look at this. Look at this. Can you see this? This is all about getting out of your own head. This is really reminding me of Eight of Swords right now for tarot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. This isn't tarot here. This is a lot of blue too. It's like a lot of truths that you haven't really yet seen. Because to me, for me, I have to look it up. If anybody knows, please comment below. But the blue jay, this is reminding me of the blue jay or the blue bird. Because there are a lot of blue birds here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue birds. I don't know if there's been 5 truths, 5 people, 5 times that you've been understanding or trying to hear something. Wow, I see a little paper crane too. I don't know if you guys can see that here because I know I have a lot of glare. And there's keys on the ground. It's really telling me something here. You've been caught up in your own web. You've been caught up in other people's perspectives as well as opinions. And it might have been about yourself. It might have been about a certain situation. But this ain't the road here, because now it's like you've been listening and you've been listening to other people consuming. You haven't been able to listen to who you are. What is your heart saying? Are you listening to the bell? Where is the bell? His eyes are closed here. Something needs to be, again, reborn, transformed into something here. I feel that you're finding other information, finding out ways that can help you, make you happy, as well as, just flip these over. Can we get this into like, I don't know. Hold on, y'all. See, it's kind of reminded me of like you have a new perspective on something here. This says drop your shield to protection guardian. You're already guarded. Spirit has led you somewhere that you need to be right now. If you haven't met this person or met this perspective yet, you soon will by doing things that make you happy. Because see how she's like looking and finding things. It's almost like it's reminding me of like something she's trying to make, for any witches out here, people that are trying to conjure up things. But in all actuality, that's creation. People sit here and think that like, what do you think cooking is doing? Cooking magic. The garden witch. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to, I don't really like the word witch, honestly, even though it has transformed into something new. But like, there's still a negative connotation that society has brought on what witches are, and they didn't really understand what creating was. Creating on all aspects. Not about, it's just so many types of art. so many types of crafts that people do. And this is what creative energy is. Really going out in nature. This is human nature. We find ways to create things from the mind, from the subconscious, from spirit, and we work things through the earth that allow us to make the perfect combination. That's the art. Make the perfect combination in the divine timing through you, through spirit, through the divine, whatever you want to call it. And boom, manifestation. And I feel that you're on this track here, it says take charge with authority. You're getting out of the hair, other people's hair. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's just reminding me of like a knot. And you've finally just been combing it out and it's finally untangled. And I kind of feel like too, for some people have been weaving certain things to make you confused about something, which really has not helped you at all. It has kept you blind to something. It has kept you in the dark about your own creative energy, your own creative aspects on life, on your path, on where you need to go. And I think if you haven't already, you're going to meet somebody that can tell you this. You're going to meet somebody that can help heal through this. You're going to meet somebody or come to this awareness that's going to help you here. So what I love to do for my moon sessions too is talk about the energy that we all hold. What is the main conscious collective energy for my chakras that we need to focus on to ground and to manifest and to transform new things in new energy here? So let me see what we have here. Power ones. Power ones, I'm excited for you. Look, expansion. And we have guilt. This is very spiritual, Power One. You're finally able to get out of your head. You're finally able to see what you have not been doing, and you're finally open to hear information that resonates more on where you're trying to go. Because you've been caught up in other people's energy, other people's drama that just were keeping you stuck in this one place that wasn't allowing you to expand. It wasn't allowing you to create new things. It just kind of kept you in this, like, look at this. It just kept you in this, I don't know. I wanted to say rubber bands. It's almost like, you know how a rubber band just keeps going back to the same spot? It grows, but then it contracts. Grows and it contracts. And I feel like you've been doing that and you finally came to, if you're not, haven't met this person yet, or you haven't had this enlightening moment, but I feel like majority of you have, you sure enough will, because you're going on this new path. You're finding more truths about yourself so you can find joy. You're finding more truths about yourself that has been self-sabotage, but you're going to transform that because spirit is right by your side here. Spirit is right by your side. We also have Mother Earth here with you really connecting with the earth. I don't know if some of you guys are like to garden or like herbalist or cook or anything like that. But I do feel that that is what's going to help you manifest the things that you need to move forward. And that's how you're going to create. You're going to use this energy to create your happiness and raise your vibes here. Because when we talk about the throat chakra, right? The throat chakra really helps us, again, like I said, to find truth. It helps us to communicate. It helps us to use our voice, say those words, speak things into existence. It also helps us to, let me see if I can read from here, but it also helps us bridge things closer to our heart, from the divine. Like your neck, if you think about your throat chakra, it's in the vicinity of your neck, right? And it's holding your head up, right? This is where the consciousness comes from. And it's resting on your shoulders, which soon goes into the next chakra, which is below the All right, now, the throat chakra, to feel, to receive, and to actually to also give. Feel the love as well as to receive love. What are we going to say about this expansion? So in this one, it just says, your life is changing as you move away from the old way of relating to others. What I just said, y'all. New people are entering your life. Relationships may no longer work, whether it's love, family, co-workers, whatever. You need to reach out to those who are in the same vibration and frequency of personal upliftment. Call upon higher compassions to advise you at this time. All of what I just said, that's what I'm wrapping up with you. I really hope that pile one, you really do, you're able to feel more. You're able to find truths that serve you in your highest as well as others' highest good, and able to really connect and bridge down to from the head to the heart. Find that alignment, because you're going to go places you've never been before. And don't get scared. Be grateful and be happy that you have a new light. You've changed new mindset about some things, and things will work out in your favor when you can really continue to ask yourself, is this making me happy? Is this taking too much of my time and effort for things that I'm really grounded in and that I really want to expand in? Okay, much love to you, pile one. If you are interested, if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe, comment below. I was going to say, if you're interested in more creative endeavors, I have a workshop, Wellness for the Creative Soul. I have a workbook that is for the creative soul to really help you answer those questions. Tune in, give you some time to self-reflect and expand your awareness about yourself and about other things that you can kind of heal through, that you can find wellness to, and really create a more positive outlook. So those are all in the messages below. As always, shout out to my creative souls. And if you liking what you see and you haven't subscribed, come through, y'all, because I got a lot of creative soul things that I'm just really ready to tap in and give and share with. All right, peace, and let's move on to pile two. Okay, my pile twos, let's start with this for this new moon energy. What's going on with you all? I hope y'all didn't see that. But this message is just going to further go into ways on how you can bring forward and try to manifest some new energy here for this new moon in Leo. So what do we have? What is this overall thing here? All right, we got acting from a place of desperation is a thin line between fear and faith. I just want to say that I think that there has been some things that you've been trying to prove yourself, and there is, on one shoulder is telling you to have faith, keep moving forward, you're on the right path. But then there's on the other shoulder this fear that's kind of telling you, like, you need to do this, you need to be here, you need to show them that you're this good person or whatnot. And it's really about moving from the state of lack here. If you already know you're abundant, if you already know that you have everything, there's no need to be desperate, right? And yes, faith can get you there, but sometimes when we're looking at things from, is it toxic, toxic positivity? I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost kind of like when you're kind of blinding yourself from being in the present moment, which doesn't feel good, which isn't exactly where you want to be, but not being so heavy on it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, and thinking in the future that you're not really in the present moment of taking care of your priorities on what you need to do, taking those further steps to get to that goal, that end goal. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here and see what these cards is talking about. Okay, yeah, there's been some anxiety. So if you're not, a follower that's been watching my stuff, sometimes I giggle and laugh and start singing like weird because that's just me, all right, y'all. So anywho, so what's speaking to your soul right now that you haven't really been seeing? You're at a place where there's certain things that have been brought to light to you that aren't really, you can't really see them, but you feel them. And because you feel it, it's bringing up fear. It's like, I don't know what to see here. Notice how like this sword lines with her head to me. And that's telling me that there's some type of knowledge that's going on. But then there's 8 swords in the back. And if anybody knows tarot, 8 swords is really about that mental anguish, keeping you trapped in, keeping you feeling like just so much fear, so much in your head that you can't even move, right? Yeah, what's keeping you up at night, because you kind of feel like there's something that's been blocking you in your faith to really believe, really stand tall and hone in that faith. Because this is the thing about faith, right? With here, it hold hands with patience, and this is hard. I'm telling y'all, because I've had many lessons to do this, and I still don't feel like I've mastered this. But when you are patient, you have enough faith to continue doing things, not to just be stuck in like waiting, but to have enough faith to continue going down the road of the goal that you're trying to go, going down the road and have focus and clarity to meet that manifestation, to really see your ships come through. It's like, all right, I don't have any worry because I do know this is going to happen. I just need to focus on the present moment, what I need to do each step, each day to meet my goal, whether it's actually moving forward or actually being open to receive, but still taking care of you. That's what I'm talking about here. There is an ending coming though. And that is what you need to be open to. Sometimes we get caught up in our expectations, which can kind of be tangled into faith. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm saying. Like that overdrive into faith, when you don't really believe like wholeheartedly, you start to question, right? Things aren't coming quick enough for you right now. So do I have enough faith? And then certain things from the subconscious that you're kind of believing are coming in, like fear, right? And there's a need for you to find that balance so you can actually feel within your heart and knowing that this is what it is and I trust this, right? Because if we've all experienced anxiety, I'm pretty sure whoever's watching this, right? It doesn't feel good, right? Your heart does not feel good when you're feeling anxiety. Your heart is also connected to the brain, right? When your brain is all crunched up, what is your heart feeling? Not good. When you have faith, right? When you have the belief beyond things that you can see, that's the feeling of trust within yourself, trust within the divine here, and allowing whatever you're trying to manifest, allowing whatever that end goal is to complete its cycle so you can meet it to where it is, so you can meet that. And sometimes we really don't know. Trust and believe. I know this must be my pile, because it's like I've been going through a lot of things that are very unknown to me, right? But when I can listen to my intuition and tap in line with that, it's like, okay, I'm good. Just keep moving forward. Remove the fear. But if I'm not listening to my intuition, if I'm more in my ego space or just really wrapped into my anxiety and my fear, right? And trying to pry into things that I know I can't see because it's still unknown to me, what am I doing? I'm causing more anxiety, and I may even be trying to overprove. There's no such thing as overprove, but overcompensate, right? My energy to prove to others that I'm worthy of whatever I'm trying to manifest. You know what I'm trying to say here? And I feel like this may be you, pile 2. Please comment below and let me know if that's what's going on here. This is why I like creativity too, because it allows us to, 1, speak to our soul. 2, dump and get rid of that energy that does not feel good. 3, really start creating the things that feel good. Really tapping into our heart, tapping into our soul and expressing those things, right? So we can actually manifest something in our physical from our insight, from our feelings, our emotions, you know? Please comment below if you feel me, creative souls, all right? That's a whole message. So you need to be open to this understanding here. I want to kind of, let's see, because the world card is like the black and then the birth here. I kind of want to just tap into what this is about here. We got something you have been working on. All right. What else? Okay. We got 9 of Wands here. It's been a long road. It really has been. Yeah, you're not quite sure what's going on yet, right? There's been a lot of things that have been constricted here, you know, that has been also self-sabotaging because you've been trying to control things that you really have no control over. But it's like you're priving for more information, but it's like Spirit's like, nope. Until you can actually sit still and work on what you need to work on, then you'll start seeing what's going on. We'll start revealing things to you. But until then, stop worrying about things that you cannot fix. All right, pile 2. That's what your soul's really been trying to tell you. Is stop worrying about, like, calm down. Please go back to trusting. Please go back to believing things can happen. Believing in what is already illuminated to you. And believing in the divine is going to happen in the time that it needs to. But right now, you do not have any trust. Keep working on you. Keep working on your business. Keep moving those steps that keeps you higher and higher to your goal here. Because something is going to come in. It's going to come in. You're going to get the answers, right? And I do feel that you will be able to be victorious, but there's a need for you to really just understand that walking in desperation is not going to allow that you to have the faith that you need to really manifest what is needed here in your life. Let's see what is going on with this card. Wow, what is this? So we have North here. Heaven is where you find it. The question is no longer how did we get here and why, but where do we go and how? We are placed on this earth of life experience, interact with, and to be challenged by its dangers. Paradise is not a place, but a state of mind. Faith and fear, I'm telling y'all. We must heed to the advice to stop and smell the roses. Let me keep going. For it is possible for you, for our favor to search for the elusive. We sacrifice our Garden of Eden for one tree. Okay, so that's what I was saying here. They just said it in a different way. So where am I here? We must heed to advice to stop and smell the roses, for it's possible for in our favor to search for the elusive. We sacrifice our Eden of Garden. This is what I'm talking about with the 9 of Swords. It's like you have faith. You know, you have faith in this Eden of Garden, but then we sacrifice that when we really start searching for things that we really can't find, that are in the dark, and Spirit is kind of trying to tell you something else here, like things that are out of your hands. You are flying above your life, unaware of your true reality. The feathers you hold are not your own. They are a gift that must be returned one day. Like the dream catcher and the medicine wheel, they hold change. New colors become brilliant and luminous as you journey, and you wear your feathers of distinction, the mark of a seasoned, soulful traveler. Your hands reach out to hold back illusions. Heaven is before you. Your dreams are coming true. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, I said, I feel that you kind of need to rest. I don't know if it's something that you need to just rest, shift your perspective, and trust your instincts here. You are really divinely guided. There are a lot of spirit animals maybe that you've been connecting with, or possibly looking up, like, what does that mean? Like, maybe there's been some animals coming closer to you, you know what I mean? You're like, what is going on here? Can you see this? Yeah. But there's a need for you to let's bring this on up so you can see. There's a need, right? There is a need for you to walk with faith. And if you're reaching out, this is interesting. It has punctures on the hands. I feel like you guys may have sacrificed a lot too. And this is why it has the medicine wheel and the dream catcher. Because you've been through a lot, and you've been deceived. You have been tricked, bamboozled, all of the above, right? But now it's kind of hard to where you're at, because it's like, what else? Like you're kind of feeling this anxiety that's making you fearful. But fear can sometimes, like, let me get my words right, y'all. Anxiety can sometimes make you feel like the same feeling of anxiousness, the same feeling of excitement. Have you ever been excited for something, but you don't really know you're excited because it's like, oh, I'm about to go to this place, right? Because it's more in a happy energy. But when you're anxious, it kind of feels the same way in a way. But in your body, I'm saying, like, chemically, your body doesn't know that if you're anxious or excited. It's just this emotion of high energy. And your mind's telling you, like, oh, I'm afraid. But you have the ability to actually change that and be excited for something new. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to put that out there, because you have the vision, right? And only you know the vision. But you've been trying to look and look and look in all the wrong places because of the anxiety. But if you can really just trust in your instincts, trust in spirit, trust in your intuition, that will guide you where you need to be, and have that faith. And things will be able to come to you in the manner that will be able to shift your perspective here. That was a mouthful. But I really do think that there's a need for you to pause right now so you can really receive more information that you don't know. Because spirit is it's almost like how this owl, but I'm kind of feeling like an eagle is kind of, how eagles like circle around its prey? You're the prey, but it's not to, like, you're not dinner. You're actually going to get that knowledge. Something is going to align for you. Let's see what chakra here that needs to be focused on during this new moon for pile 2. If you've been following my moon videos for each new moon and full moon, I love to talk about chakras, because we all have these, and we have to find a way to kind of balance that. And when we can energetically focus on the energy, it can a lot of times be more easy, and we don't get so deceived and caught up in the vision here on earth, what's showing us, right? We can tune in with ourselves and understand what this vision is. The inner vision, the insight that we need to know. So what chakra needs to be focused on for pile 2? Oh, all right, 2 wants to come out. All right, so you have also the communication too. And we have perfection. See, this journey has been kind of like, notice how, let me just show y'all something. I don't know if you can see it from the glare. It has like a lot of black mucky looking stuff to clear. And then it's like, it's the same thing here. There's a journey for you right now for this new moon to really journey back inside of yourself so you can understand and know and rise up with spirit, know and align with spirit, to know that you got it. When you can grow and bloom from within, that vision of scarcity, that vision of desperation, that vision of fear turns into light, and you shine that out. And you may even shine that out so much where another person can come help you and ease your mind and show you the right, the best path for you in this time and moment to need to elevate and evolve. Like I said when I came on here, the light inside of me sees the light inside of you. That's what namaste means. Or something, not verbatim, but it means something along those lines here. And until you're able to actually turn the light on with inside of you, you're going to miss these opportunities of receiving certain things that you've been wanting, because you're right at the precipice here. You do need to let something go here, because the World card, that's what you need to be open to. You need to be open to the closure. You need to be open to the doors that are closing, and not be afraid, but to move forward and go through the next door. When one door closes, another one opens. And when that one opens, trust and believe, for some of you, you've already been working on things. So it's kind of like you're in your element, and it's just like, hey, it's coming to us. Like, we're here. Like, I've arrived. For others, you may have to, once you close that door, your next step may have to be, all right, now that I have this new perspective, what do I need to do to be prepared for what will come for me, and be prepared for the things that I've been having faith for and trying to manifest. When you can find the bloom within you, find the light within you, so you can shine that out, you will find grounding. But there was a lesson here on this journey, this destination that you're at, that Spirit wanted to pit stop you at and just let you know, like, hey, you need to take some rest so you can get rid of this fear here, because I really want to show you something, but you're not going to be able to see it the right way or receive it the right way, or you might miss out. You might have to wait for a whole nother cycle if you can't calm your daggone emotions here. Calm your mind, body, soul here. I know it's been a hard time, but at the end of the day, I got you. I just really need you to still trust me and not ask for nothing but besides me. Don't act out of a place of desperation. Act out of a place of faith. Okay, so that's what I have for my pile twos. I really hope that you are able to, take some time out to relax. Take a deep breath and really find that light within you. Because something did shake up your world. Something did. But when you can really ground your energy, go out in nature and just feel the presence of the divine, then you can kind of walk more, then you can walk towards the path that is meant for you and be prepared for this new energy that's coming in. All right. Thank you so much. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. Please comment below if this resonates with you. Like and share with others that may need this message too. Also, please check out the links below. I have these workshops for my creative souls. The wellness for the creative soul. Someone that is trying to create new things, whether it's something actually tangible or just create new energy within their life. I have them. I have these workshops, right? And I also have a workbook that allows you to do the same just within your own time. So it's either tomato or tomato, individual or group, but either way, check them out, because it really helps soothe your soul and really helps redirect your mindset from a place of lack to a place of abundance, and really just receive what is best for you. Okay, so that's all I have. If you're feeling these messages, come on in. There's plenty of more where this came from. But until next time, I'm outie, and I'm moving to pile 2. Bye. Pile 3 is last but not least, right? Thank you for showing up. I hope you didn't see that. We're going to leave this for after we get through these. We're going to talk about these first. But let's get into your pile for this new moon energy. What do you need to be open right now? What has your soul been trying to tell you, but you just haven't been seeing, right? And how can you manifest this? How can you focus on this energy and really bring this into your reality, right? So first, we're going to start with the overall message. How can you embrace the parts you dislike about yourself? How? So this message may be about self-image, also just beating yourself up mentally and emotionally, for some that may be trying to step away from the old things that you've heard your whole life, right? But now that you're an adult, you're like, I'm not this. But the way your subconscious sometimes does. And your ego, sometimes it tries to tell you something. I was really chipper. I don't know if some of you guys are just really in a rut right now watching this, but I do want to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of the negative energy that keeps creeping back into your space, your mind, your thoughts, your feelings are not real. They're not. But it's coming up to the surface so you can kind of see how you have the power. I'm telling y'all have the power to change this. Where does this start, right? It starts with childhood. A lot of things just didn't work in your favor. All right, my music just stopped, but all right. Anywho, your soul has been trying to tell you something. There is some type of abundance here that's going to happen. There's a new start. There's a new way of thinking. There's a new way of new path that you may find. I just heard walking to the beat of your own drum here. Looking at this too and seeing this buffalo. I was reading, now don't quote me, but I was reading that buffaloes, as an animal totem or animal spirit, they're very sacred, and they're very sacred with words. So like if anybody's ever heard of love language, right? Your love language might be affirmations, speaking things into existence. And let me tell you, if you've been speaking things that have been downing you, I'm fat, I'm ugly, no one likes me, I'm never going to get a good job, I'm never going to be able to have a good relationship, things like that. When that keeps creeping back in, you honestly have the power to change that and say, no, I am going to find a good job. I am walking towards the things that I need to find this good job. I am beautiful inside and out. I love my body. People do like me. The right people understand me, and I am willing to connect with those people and vibe on those same page, right? There's a need for you to speak more affirmations so you can actually see more of this existence within your surroundings here. Spirit has a gift for you, absolutely, and it's something tangible. It's something in this realm of this earth here. It's not like, hey, spirits, gave me a message. Like nobody really will understand but me. No, you're going to see your fruits of labor, but there's a need for you to decide on something. Because this placement here is where you need to be open to receive. I do think that seeing this new moon here, I do think that this new moon, you will be able to receive this until you make a decision of knowing that you're worthy. That just spit out, because looking at that, how can you embrace this, right? By embracing that, the fact that you know that you are worthy. We got King of Cups too. There's been some things with your emotions that have been leading you astray. I want to pull this out to see, maybe to help you see what is it that you may need to be working on with deciding here. Like what are you deciding on? What are you deciding on? Let's see. Yeah, pause again. Justice. Okay, for some there may be something that you actually just need to wait because it was imbalanced. And something's going to come to you to bring the balance, maybe a person, maybe something, I don't know. Maybe some type of information that was being held, right? But there is a need for you to stand and be worthy. What can you do? Like what the King of Cups on King of Cups. Can't make this up. there's a need for you to kind of get out of your head and out of your emotions here. And this is really speaking about you are abundance, baby. You are. You've been doing a lot of things for yourself, you know, but you haven't really been seeing the rewards, right? It takes time. It really does. Trigger warning for those that have been mentally abused or just abused in general. It takes time. It takes time, y'all. And, you know, when you can actually sit and understand your emotions, that is victorious. Do you know how many people do not understand their emotions? And I'm sorry, any fellas that may be watching this, like, y'all have been told numerous times, numerous generations that, you know, emotions is for females, or you're not a man, you know, you're not this if you are feely and emotional. You know, what is a famous line that I remember people used to say about being as a business person? There are no emotions in business. And I want to say yes and no. You know, you don't want to be overly emotional so that your decisions for your business are being controlled by your emotions, but you do want to feel them to some extent so you can kind of know, like, oh, whoa, this is not for me, or whoa, this isn't the right way to do, or nah, something doesn't feel right. I don't think this is best for my business. You know what I mean? You know how many people used to tell me that? Men used to tell me, oh, you know, women can't have businesses because they're too emotional and can't decide on things. Absolutely not. Don't let your emotions override the logic, okay? But still use some type of logic that can allow you to understand the feelings. And this is kind of general, you know. I'm not going to pinpoint anything. Thank you, Spirit, for not telling me. But I do think that there is, for some, there's like some type of business decision that you may need to make. And you do need to feel it out a little bit, but don't let your emotions trap you in, you know, and get too overly emotional that you feel stuck. You know, then you start feeling and second guessing yourself, you know, beating yourself up, and start feeding into things that you dislike. No, don't do that. But there's also just a big need to know that you are worthy. You are worthy, hunty, okay? You are worthy. You're worthy of all this. But until you understand your worth, you're not going to get this Ace of Pentacles. Somebody told me, I think I might have been watching a video. I don't know quite how she said it. But she was saying that, you know, a lot of times you're looking for these followers. You're looking for these people to align with and all this stuff. But deep down inside, you don't really believe that you're this, right? So then you're like, this inner judgment, this inner critic is somewhat showing on an energetic level the same type of people that you're really not looking for. And then you kind of sometimes might cast judgment on them. You don't know what they're going through, right? But it's a tough cycle. And in order to get out of that cycle, we really need to understand you are worthy. So let's talk about this here. We got, where's the camera? We got this here. We got a bird here. We got some feathers. And we have this egg that looks like it's hatched. What is this talking about here? You break it, you bought it. For every action you take, there's a reaction, a cost. A cost that must be measured with balance and replacement. Where your world is concerned, the action must measure the fragility of the item and the realization that there is only one, unique and irreplaceable, which is you. When you are young, why am I losing focus? Okay, when you're young, we often go to this big pawn shop in the sky and we trade something priceless for what we think we want. Years later, it's common to go back when we're desperately in need of what we want or of what we gave away, to see if we can get it back. But it was sold long ago and forever. We lose family, we lose talent, we lose loved ones, ideas, and this great exchange. We don't think about how selling out eventually breaks us into pieces. This is going somewhere different, but I'm getting some messages, y'all. Excuse me for reading this way. On the other hand, if what you sold could be redeemed, right? Who would be redeemed? If the cost is a broken you, is the redemption a restored you? Is it possible that you've been whole all along, but lacked the loving eyes to see it? Yeah, this is talking about, like I said, in 29, I'm seeing the gateway almost. I was about to just say that, which 11 breaks down to 11, which is a gateway. But this says giveaway here. And this is about exchanging energy. Interesting. Very interesting here. Exchanging the energy. Let's bring this in. So what else do we have here? Trust in the higher forces. We have another bird. Release the old and rest, and be brave and honest. All right. Be brave and honest. So there's a need to be, look at the swords and the two swords. There's really a need to be brave and honest. Again, how can we embrace the things that we dislike? We can dislike everything about us, but what are we going to do about it? It's within you. You know, this talked about selling out too, and it just popped in my mind. Many times that people sell out is because they don't, it's reminding me of, I don't know why it's reminding me of the music industry right now. When they say, oh, they sold out, you know what I mean? Like they sold their soul or whatever. But this is the thing. People sell out because they're not listening to their soul. They're not tapping in and understanding that they are freaking abundant. They are worthy. They're worthy of all this. They are golden. You know, you got to back it up. Like this truck here that's in my window. Back that shit up. Reverse, rewind back to a place that really made you feel this way about yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, the reasons why you dislike yourself is because of something that somebody told you. So there is a need for you to release the old and rest. Take time to rest. You don't have to make a decision right away, but this new moon is going to tell you something about yourself to really help you understand and let go of confusion and really just know, like, look at all this stuff in front of her. Like, she's golden, she's bountiful. But there's no need for you to look like this, Scruff McGruff here, and try to exchange something from a place that feels less desirable. There's something that is balancing the scale, and there's really a need for you to really dig in these emotions. Sometimes these emotions, no. Why am I saying sometimes, right? And see how I catch myself? It's okay. I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm not. But I will tell and deliver this message for the things that I've went through, and spirit guides me through this. And this is the thing, when you can tap into your soul, tap into spirit, whatever you believe in, right? And allow yourself to know that you're being guided here, because you have a lot of the answers. I just zoomed in, like he's holding this book. There's a lot of information. For some of you might journal. Go back to some of those journaling things that you've had and reread, like, what was it that you were saying? What was it that you were thinking? It's not true. Because the moment you realize that it's not true, you've changed. This is a growth mindset. You evolve from this. We all do. I'm going to get this chakra. What main chakra that you need to focus on right now for this new moon? Because this new moon is going to wind up telling you something, bringing you something that might feel not so good, or might just be that good feeling of an epiphany, or that aha moment. All right, you got 2 cards too. Pile 1 did not get 2 cards. Look at this insecurity. See, this is what's been holding you back. Mother Earth wants to give you something. There's a lot of abundance. There's flowers blooming, but look, right? Similar to this. Look, they both are crossing their hands. Come on, y'all. You got to be open to this information. You got to, for her to hold these swords, she's crossing it too. You need to be brave right now. And I don't mean to beat you up and say this, but I'm just getting really lively about this. There's been an insecurity that's really been tying to your heart, that's been weighing you down. Again, I can't say it enough. Self-worth. You are worthy, but because of the people that that you've experienced things with, they are like somewhat telling you just a whole new different story that is wrong, and it's up to you. It's up to you to change, have a new shift within your heart so you can receive this abundance, because you're not receiving the abundance because you don't believe that you're actually worthy. You are worthy, but when your heart is so congested with old things, old hurts, you can't really receive. You really can't. But if you can be brave and honest, you can help you to release that energy and make room for new things. Just like this new moon, it's allowing you to trust in the higher forces, y'all. I don't know if you believe in God, Allah, the North Star, divine spirit, whatever you want to call it. There is a need that is coming to you right now to understand that, yes, you may have sold out, but there's a need for you to balance that out. You can balance that out. You can balance that out within your heart. There's some things that you can't control, but when you can balance your heart, when you can balance the mind and the heart, that brings peace. Spirit comes on in and tells you certain things that's been restricted because you've been in low vibes. So there's really a need for you to understand the crown chakra, this purple, right? In this card deck, this actually can be your third eye, your intuition, right? But needless to say, those are higher chakras that deal with spirit, that deal with divine intervention, that deal with the divinity of knowing. We're the creator. The divine creator comes in and speaks through, gives you these ideas, give you further insight. Just like your third eye, you have this insight so you can understand the intuition that's guiding you. But if you have this insecurity, right, your root chakra is about being secure and feeling safe within you, your body, your soul, your spirit, your mind. If you're not feeling that, you're feeling a lot of insecurities. You're not feeling grounded. You're not able to manifest certain things within this reality. If you do manifest, you're manifesting things out of your insecurity here. And there's a need for you to really release that so you can really see the fruits of your labor. So you can be at peace and really find balance within your heart here. What else? I kind of feel like there's another message that I need to bring to you right now, but I'm not quite sure what. I kind of feel like you might need another one, pile 3 of this, just to close up. Do we want that? No, we don't. I want a pop-out card. Give me one card, please. Okay. Are your positive thoughts overpowering the facts of the current negative situation? So there's a need for you to be present. For those that resonate, this may not be a specific, but I think that some people, like I was talking about manifesting, the reason why that you're not manifesting things is because there's still an inkling and a doubt. Your insecurities are overpowering these positive thoughts in your subconscious, which aren't allowing you to really reap your benefits here. So overall message, this full moon, get some rest, get some rest, get some rest. Allow spirit to speak to you and allow yourself to dissolve all things, all people, all places that are no longer serving you. Look at some of your insecurities. Are they really true? Do you really believe this? And if you do, ask yourself why. Who told you that? Because who in the heck gives them the right to tell you about yourself? Right? I don't think so. You have the power to change it. You can change it. You can say, no, I'm not going to act like this anymore, and change that shit. All right? For those that are looking for more group and support, I'm doing wellness workshops for the creative soul that really helps you understand find a peace of mind and create things new, whether it's something working with your creative energy. You know, I like to bring in art, but I also like to tell you ways that, you know, give you that encouragement and really find alignment within your mind and your heart. For those that want to do some self-starting, self-help things on their own, I have a Creative Soul Workbook that allows you to do that within your own time, your own self-reflection. And this is great for times like what I'm saying, when you need to pause and you need to release some things. There's a lot of questions that you can ask yourself that many times we don't, because we don't take time to self-reflect. And there's other activities that really helps you rev up your creative energy and know that you are abundant and you are worthy. All right. So if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. Please comment below, y'all. I love to respond to comments. And I just want to be here as a support system for my creative souls, you know, to shine light on the creativity, and in a different way, you know, because a lot of people out here think that they're not creative, and we're all creative because we're all co-creating our life on this journey. So, yeah, I'm going to stop talking. I really hope that you check out the links below. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. And, there's plenty more videos where this came from. I really hope that you have a great new moon and allow yourself to open to things that you do truly deserve. All right. But the only way that you know that you deserve something is by honoring your feelings and knowing that you can change that. Until next time, y'all, I'm outie.